15 years ago, the people of Hamilton County voted and said that they wanted their elected leadership to responsibly build 2 stadiums for the benefit of the greater Cincinnati region. While 2 beautiful stadiums were in fact built, the issue of responsibility is one where we need the citizens of the city of Cincinnati to step forward and provide leadership once again. I'm proud today to be standing with 4 other dedicated citizens to introduce to everyone Class Action. Class Action, or otherwise known as the Citizens League Against Subsidized Sport, is an initiative where we hope to introduce fiscal sanity back into the world of professional sports in its dealings with local communities and with taxpayers. Professional sports is a multi-billion-dollar business. You only have to look no further than the NFL, where in the lockout that occurred right now, everybody's fighting over $9 billion of profit every year. $9 billion of profit. And yet that business model is trying to say that they need taxpayers here in greater Cincinnati and in the 44 major league cities in 27 states in the nation to defray their business expenses. It's wrong, it's unfair, it's unconscionable, especially in this economy when people are struggling to make ends meet and where local governments are having a difficult time balancing budgets. What Class Action is an initiative to circulate petitions to put admissions taxes on the ballot so that the stadiums become self-sufficient, so that these venues that have been built all across the country, and especially right here in Cincinnati, raise enough money in order to defray the private expense, raise enough money to cover the costs of professional sport, so that taxpayers, either in the form of sales taxes or property taxes, do not have to be raised in order to cover the stadium fund deficit that we have here in Cincinnati, or to cover other problems that exist in cities and counties throughout the United States. We're asking people to start their own class action chapters in individual cities and counties and states across the nation to do this very thing. And we're starting right here in Cincinnati. We're asking citizens to come forward, to be a part of this effort, to take ownership over interjecting fiscal sanity back into the issue of professional sport and how local governments deal with professional sport here in Cincinnati. Now, earlier today, I sent a letter on behalf of Class Action to the 4 commissioners of the major league sports, the 4 major league sports. The NHL, National Hockey League, the NBA, National Basketball Association, NFL, National Football League, and MLB, Major League Baseball. We alerted them that this initiative is beginning. We sent them the entire packet of information, how this initiative will work and move forward. And we've asked them to provide leadership into interjecting fiscal sanity and to say they don't need taxpayers to defray their costs, that they in fact will defray the costs of professional sport, that they'll work to insist that the ownership of the teams in those 44 cities, and especially here in Cincinnati, cover their own costs of professional sport, and so that it doesn't have to be put on the backs of taxpayers. But in the event that the leagues or the teams don't cover the costs, then through this petition initiative, with an admissions tax adopted by the voters of the city of Cincinnati, the stadiums will then cover the balance of the costs that today form the primary reason for the deficit in our stadium fund and the primary expense beyond what is covered by the stadium fund. The stadiums themselves will then have enough money through an admissions tax to cover those expenses.